guys? It's me, Troy, and I'm here again with another video, and I'm shooting gang signs, so let me chill out. Ain't a part of no gang, though, I can tell you that for sure. But it is me, Troy, and I'm back again with another video. And today, well, first I want to say thanks to everybody who recently commented, liked, and subscribed to this video into the past and this video into the future. I know that I say that in every video, but I really do want to say thank you guys for joining me on this quest. What I'm going to be doing today is a book haul video. I actually haven't done a book haul video in probably about almost 2 years now. But I'm going to share these books. They are I don't want to say exclusively, but they are all books that I got out of Book Outlet, one of my favorite bargain book shopping websites. I decided to do a little cross-checking between my Amazon wish list and what's available on Book Outlet. And I got a lot of this stuff knocked out, so I'm excited to share them here today. I'm excited to read these books here as well. And, you know, this was just my personal birthday gift. You know, I don't care about jewelry. I don't care about Stacey Adams, Jordans, and polo shirts and whatever, cologne. Alright? I just care about books. But the first book is see, Alan Bradley and all these words in the title of his books. I tell this man every time, I am not Shakespeare. Alright? Anyway, welcome, boys and girls. The Grades Are Fine and Private Place by Alan Bradley. This is book number 9 in his Flavia Deleuze series. Flavia Deleuze is a 12-year-old, precocious, insolent at times girl who spends the majority of her time bicycling and pedaling around her English village solving murder mysteries regarding, you know, the many residents in her community. But the interesting thing about her, as it concerns her background, is that she comes from wealth that was mostly attributed to her mother, who died in a hiking accident. Two books previous to this, we get some resolution around that. But nonetheless, she resides in a chateau or manor or mansion with her father and her 2 sisters. And it's kind of depressing in that house, but that's why I like this series. But at the same time, I do have a love-hate stalling relationship with this series. As much as, you know, I enjoy the 12-year-old girl sleuth stories when it comes to mysteries, this one is, I'm not exactly always as enthused about reading each of these entries, or even when I finish the book. I'm hoping that I could electrify my intensity and enthusiasm for this series by continuing to move forward, because I am 2 books behind. So I got number 8 and this is book number 9, and I'm hoping that, like I said, there will be some electricity going through my veins as regards this series, because I don't want to quit it, but at the same time, she ain't exactly serving me, so I don't know. Next book that I got was Marjorie Allingham's The Crime at Black Dudley, which is a good old 1929 nasty style mystery, which British mystery, English mystery. But this is the first book in her Albert Campion, and it's not Champion, Albert Campion series. But anyway, The Crime at Black Dudley. This is what you were, you know, per mystery tropes, you would consider this like it's not the Manor House mystery, maybe Manor House or English House mystery. And what that consists of is somewhere off the beaten path, there's a big, huge manor, chateau, mansion. You know, you got your governor or somebody, some political figure probably, or some artist who resides within that. And of course, that individual is very wealthy. He has a host of wealthy friends. He has a house party, so all of his friends that he's invited come with their furs, their Model Ts, I guess their Porsches, their slacks, and their many hats, and they go to this house party. And of course, one individual, which is usually the main host, ends up murdered. Then there's that one character who, of course, is the protagonist, who, you know, subsequently goes about undressing each of the individual party guests as it relates to who had the most, who is probably the probable culprit of this particular murder. And of course, for whatever reason, when it comes to these English house murder mysteries and manor house mysteries, you know, the help, the butlers, and all those type of individuals, they're always exonerated from the whole equation. But this is a classic like no other, and I was just so excited when I seen a copy of this for like $4 on the website. So The Crime at Black Dudley is, oh, I'm so excited, like for real, I am. The next 2 books are actually Agatha Christie books. I have not, y'all gonna judge me, but well, I don't care, you know, I don't care. I say that just because it just comes off my tongue, okay? my palate. But I haven't read an Agatha Christie book since like high school. All right, you know how it's like this one of those things like it's the obvious thing to go to if you love the mystery genre. So you kind of skirt around it. But I decided that what I want to do, because I'm picking up a lot of old, really good classics, is I wanted to read her Hercule series and one other series, and I want to read them from the top all the way to the bottom, or work my way through progressively throughout the years, because there's so many to choose from. So I went ahead and got the Mysterious Affair at Styles, which is the first book in her Hercule series, and I'm super excited, of course, to read this mother thing. And then I got the first book in her Tommy and Twopence. Is it Twopence? Twopence series, which is The Secret Adversary. So we got the first book in both of these, and I'm gonna try to get back into some Christie. I kind of just, the thing about Agatha Christie is she's pretty much done every what you would consider tropes now. She's done everything in mysteries, you know what I mean? Like the Manor House mysteries, the Locked Room mysteries, the Caper. She's done it all. So, that's why I just want to go back to reading those books to get into connection with the roots. So the next book I got is The Leavenworth Case by Anna K. Green. And the interesting thing about this author is that this is it's known as the first American detective mystery story. But not only that, it predates Sherlock Holmes by maybe about 9 or 10 years, I want to say. But yeah, this has been on my wish list since forever. I think it's probably an essential read. But I got this really cute copy here. As you can see, it's all cute and 1920-ish and 60-ish and stuff. Okay, but anyway, when a retired merchant, Horatio Leavenworth, is found shot dead in his mansion library, suspicion falls on his nieces Mary and Eleanor, who stand to inherit his vast fortune. Their lawyer, Everett Raymond, infatuated with one of the sisters, is determined that the official investigator, Detective Ebenezer Gryce, should widen the inquiry to less obvious suspects. We know one of them sisters did it. But anyway, Anna Catherine Green is The Leavenworth Case is the first. There it is, right here. The first detective novel written by a woman. That's what I really meant. Okay, written by a woman. Anna Catherine Green is known as the mother of detective fiction. So anyway, yes, The Leavenworth Case. Finally got this really cute copy of it, and I can't wait to read it. I love this. This is my shit. Okay. So switching gears just a touch. There was once a booktuber. I think his name is Dale. He doesn't make videos anymore, but I want to say it was him that I discovered this particular book with, and I've always wanted to read it since I put it on my wish list. But I finally got a copy of Ursula K's The Depossessed, which is sci-fi. I'm not gonna say that I know exactly what this book is about. I just know that if I want to be really shameless, I can say I think the cover is cute, the colors. But I'm just gonna kind of square it off here, where it's sci-fi, and in between these two worlds, these two planets. One planet is that of a utopia planet. The other is much more poverty-stricken and that sort of thing. And I think it has like a tyrannical leader. But in between that, there is I think he's a doctor, a physicist, who basically he's trying to figure out what is the connection as well as the deconnection between these two planets. This right here is, I'm not giving this explanation of this book any justice. As it states here, the winner of the Hugo and Nebula Awards, the World Fantasy Award, and the National Book Award. This is my speaking about this book. There's no justice, but this is I will just say, when it comes to science fiction, it's at a astronomical playing field. Okay, but anyway, I finally got a copy, and I love that it's a mass market edition with the binding that's not really restricted, so it's easy to open up and flow with. But anyway, The Depossessed. So the last 3 books are books that I've also got off my wish list, and the first one is actually a Bernice McFadden book, which is This Bitter Earth, and this is the second book in her Sugar series. And no, I don't have sugars. I don't have sugar. I'm going to have to find a way to find it, which I probably just have to order, because I'm going to do another order tomorrow when I get paid, okay? Or when I get paid Friday. But I do got a copy of This Bitter Earth, so I'm not going to really get into it, because number 1, I need to read the first book, and number 2, you guys have probably read this book, I'm sure. So I can actually put this right here. Boom. And so the next book I got is Laura Francis Sharma's Till the Well Runs Dry. I can tell you right now that I first saw this book on Freeform Ladies channel a couple years ago. Freeform Ladies, see, I put it on my wish list. Okay, I managed to get it off my wish list through Book Outlet. But anyway, the synopsis is a glorious and moving saga that sweeps from the 1940s through the 1960s in Trinidad and the United States. Till the Well Runs Dry opens in a seaside village where Marcia Garcia, a gifted and smart-mouthed 16-year-old seamstress, lives alone, raising 2 small boys and guarding a family secret. When she meets an ambitious young policeman, the rewards and risk in Marcia's life amplifies forever. On an island rich with laughter, calypso, beaches and salty air, sweet fruits and spicy stews, Marcia and her policeman move from their sassy and passionate courtship through personal and historical events that threaten Marcia's secrets. But anyway, we'll leave it there till the well runs dry. I got me a copy, and I want to read it right now. I really want to read it right now. So the last book is a book that's written by a Native American, half Native American, half black woman named Rebecca Roanhorse, and it is an urban fantasy book, the first book in the urban fantasy series called Trail of Lightning. The subtitle is The Sixth World. I want to say the Sixth World Wonder, but that is not the case. But it's Trail of Lightning, The Sixth World. But anyway, here's the cover, and there's the author there. But anyway, like I said, it is urban fantasy, and Maggie Hosky is a monster hunter, a supernaturally gifted killer. When a small town needs help finding a missing girl, Maggie is their last best hope. But what Maggie uncovers about the monster is much more terrifying than anything she could imagine. And I'm like, please don't be that she got the half monster or whatever, whatever this species is. You know how these books go. So I'm leaving y'all with that. As I always say, love yourself, read all the books you want to read, and just give yourself a big hug and go buy a lot of books.